let's get saddled up. Before we get started, we're going to brush the horse to make sure that there will be no dirt or debris between the horse and the saddle. Horses also love to be brushed, so this is a great time to bond with your horse. Time for the saddle pad. I can tell this is the front of the saddle pad. I'm going to put the saddle up on the horse's neck and then slide it back into place. This makes sure all the hair is smooth under the saddle pad. Saddles can sometimes be very heavy, so here's my trick. I put my left hand on the horn and my right hand on the back of the skirt on the near side. Then I give it a couple of really good swings until I get enough momentum that the stirrup will fly up over the back of the horse and land softly like this. It's important to pull the saddle pad up into the gullet area of the saddle so that there's not pressure pushing on your horse's withers during your ride. Make sure there are no straps or strings under your saddle. A saddle that's sitting too far forward will tilt backwards and the cinch will be too far up into the horse's armpit. A saddle that's sitting too far back will tilt forward and the cinch will be way too far back. To make sure your saddle is in the right place, you want the saddle pad to kind of come up over the withers just a little bit and the saddle to be just sitting behind the shoulder blade. If your saddle fits properly and is in the correct place, you can wiggle it like this and it won't slide. It's also very important to make sure that your saddle pad is sitting centered and not crooked like this. That can make your saddle slip. Back on the right side of the horse, we're going to prepare our cinch. We want to make sure that the cinch is centered on the horse's chest or barrel area down on the bottom. So I'm going to find that center ring and measure and see if it's in the right place. Here the center is just a little bit too far to the left, so I'm going to shorten the right side and that looks good. Back on the left side of the horse, you'll find your cinch or latigo strap. This strap is used to tighten the cinch to hold the saddle on the horse. Place the tail of the cinch strap down through the D-ring and then back up through the top, making sure that the latigo strap doesn't get twisted at all. The number of times you wrap it depends on the length of the latigo strap and the length of the cinch and the size of the horse. While I'm cinching up in the barn, I never tighten it all the way. I always just make it snug enough that the saddle is not going to fall out of place while I walk to the area that I'm going to ride. I didn't demonstrate in this video how to put the bridle on because I have another video for that right here on our channel. When it's time to step up in the saddle, there are two different ways you can secure your cinch. The first way is to use the pin in your cinch's buckle and the holes punched in your latigo strap to secure the cinch like this. Take the excess latigo strap and place it up in the keeper. The second way to fasten your cinch is to make a knot. Pull the excess strap to the side and then lace the tail of the strap up back through the D-ring, making sure that it's not twisted. Then you're going to place the tail back down through the loop and give it a couple pulls to make it nice and snug. Now I don't like to make my cinch too tight, just tight enough to hold the saddle on. Now it's time to ride. Joey was such a good boy today, and now it's time to untack. I usually take the bridle off first, and I will demonstrate how to do that. So you're going to find the throat latch, and you're going to undo the buckle on the throat latch. This can be kind of tricky at first. Next, I'm going to carefully gather my reins and the crown piece of the bridle and slide it slowly forward, waiting for the horse to release the bit on their own. It's important to note that if your saddle has a breast collar or a back cinch, that you'll want to take those off before undoing your cinch. We secure our latigo strap in a special way so that it's not dragging on the ground when we're carrying our saddle to the tack room, and I'll show you how to do that here. After slowly loosening your cinch, hold the latigo strap about a foot down from the buckle, then tuck the excess underneath, holding that spot still until both loops kind of match each other. Then you're just going to make a quick and easy knot like that, and it secures it really nice. And it really makes it easy to grab the tail and pull the latigo strap out when you're ready to cinch up next time. Next, on the right side of your saddle, you're going to take your cinch, Find the buckle and place it in the keeper like this, putting the pin through the keeper. When lifting the saddle off, you always want to bring the blanket with you. I put my left hand under the blanket and the saddle, and my right hand holding just the saddle. That way I can put it on the stand really easy. I always like to brush my horse when I'm all done too, just to tell him thank you. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more videos like this.